Alright guys, in this video I'm going to show you the only 3 AI tools that every single solar sales team needs to have in 2025. I can guarantee if you implement these 3 tools correctly, your sales will probably double with half the effort than if you were to just continue cold calling, door knocking, or any one of the traditional methods. If you're new around here, my name is Andreas, and for the past 4 years, I've been the CEO of Python Marketing, a company which specializes in helping solar pros just like yourself to step away from the daily grind of client acquisition by implementing streamlined automated systems. We've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on ads and tested out every single AI tool out there so you can make sure you're getting the best of the best information. So let's get right into it. These AI tools will not only help you generate leads, but also set appointments so you can just show up to the actual appointments and close the sales up. And number 1, it's going to be an AI calling agent, because not only can it cold call to generate leads, but it can also receive calls 24/7 and get in touch with leads instantly. So instead of wasting hours on end trying to call a bunch of leads to try to get an answer and see if they're even interested in the first place, or having to hire someone to sit there and cold call a bunch of leads, instead you can implement this AI caller who's going to ring all the leads at the same time. Of course, you don't have to lift a finger. You can program it to deliver the message that you want, so you don't need to train anybody. You don't need to manage anybody. It's as automated as it sounds. Then if you're using Google My Business or have a website or even just a Facebook page, if you link the phone number of the AI to any one of these channels, whenever somebody is interested in just learning more about the proposal or maybe even booking in an appointment, they can call in at any time and speak with the AI. It can qualify leads however you ask it to do so and book the appointments for you. And finally, if you're running ads on YouTube, Instagram, Google, any online platform, you can route it so whenever a lead opts in through any one of these channels, it can ring them right away, qualify them, and book them in for appointments. That way you're making sure that all of the warm leads are taken care of, because the last thing we want to do is pay for a lead and then just have it sit there for hours or even days before we actually have a chance to call them up. And really the only alternative to this would be having someone available 24/7 that could answer inbound calls or that calls leads whenever they opt in. Of course, you would have to train them and manage them to ensure that you're actually getting the desired results. And of course, they're going to be on payroll, as opposed to just paying for the minutes that you use on the AI caller. The second platform is going to be an AI SMS agent, which is quite similar to the AI call, but through text messages. And its only job is to get in touch with leads as soon as they opt in or whenever someone actually sends a message to that phone number. On the ad side of things, whenever they opt in, the AI SMS assistant is going to qualify them instantly, get buy-in, and actually book them in for appointments. If the AI caller doesn't get in touch with the leads, you can rest assured the AI SMS agent will also do follow-ups in case the people don't answer the first text message. Of course, you can set it to receive text messages 24/7, answer any questions, qualify leads, and book them in for appointments. And any lead that opts in through one of your social channels is going to be taken care of instantly. Once again, the alternative is having someone available 24/7, dealing with training, management, and payroll. And finally, the third AI tool that you need to implement today is an advisor plus a copywriter all in one, which is Claude. If you have used ChatGPT in the past, this is similar, but much more tailored to actually creating messages that sound a lot more human. So you can ask it to write Facebook ad copy, email copy, or text messages, and it's going to deliver a copy that not only resonates with the audience, but really sounds human. You don't really need to do too much tweaking to it to make it sound like you wrote it. It can also consult on your metrics and help you optimize. So for example, if you're getting a $20 cost per lead, but then your cost per appointment is $150, you can ask Claude, hey, I'm getting leads for $25. This is exactly how I'm qualifying them. This is the follow-up process, but the appointment cost is around $150, so it's a bit higher than what I would like it to be. Give me all of the steps that I could implement right now to lower my cost per lead and get them more qualified. And just like that example, you can give it any one of your metrics and ask it to give you ideas on how to optimize that process. It can be on the lead generation, appointment setting, or actually on the sales side of things. So you can think of it as your own private consultant. And finally, if you're running out of ideas for ads or different funnels and you need some inspiration, you can always ask it to give you different ideas for ads or different scripts. And with your personal assistant, you can be sure that you'll never run out of ideas. The alternative is guessing what's going to work in terms of the metrics and the optimization needed for your funnel or for any one of the steps. Number 2, hiring expensive consultants to give you the same information. And finally, writing from scratch every single email, text message, or Facebook ad copy. And once again, not really knowing if it's going to perform well or not. Once you implement these systems, the difference is really night and day between having to call all the leads that come in, having to cold call manually 24/7 to generate a couple of leads, and guessing if your scripts are good or having to come up with completely new scripts on your own, to having your lead generation automated, having your own AI cold call assistant, your 24/7 inbound receptionist for any lead that comes in or decides to call into the phone number. In case they don't want to speak over the phone, your AI SMS assistant. And finally, your internal consultant / copywriter with Claude to give you clarity along every single step of the way, while also helping you optimize with specific metrics. I've created the ultimate guide on generating solar leads, which literally walks you through how to generate leads 24/7 with different ads, how to integrate them with the AI assistants that I just talked about, and having everything run on autopilot so you can focus just on showing up to the actual appointments and closing. If you're interested in checking it out, I've left the first link in the description below. I promise it's the most valuable video you'll ever watch on generating solar leads. With that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.